ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್
ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇವರಿಂದ ಜನ ಬೇಸತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಅದು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಜನ ತೀರ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
So Siddaramaiah saying as more rounds are counted, he is confident that Congress will consolidate the lead. Let's just set down Air Alexa and quickly look at how the chart looks. How does the Vidhana Saudha look at this point, ladies and gentlemen? What is the story as far as the Vidhana Saudha is concerned? Let's just set Air Alexa down right next to the Vidhana Saudha as we come to that beautiful building. Right now, the Congress party is sitting in government comfortably all alone. The rest of the contenders will be sitting in the opposition. The treasury benches belong to the Congress party. This is how the entire pie, the arc looks like. Halfway past, 117 leads and wins already in for the Congress party. Comfortably past the halfway mark of 112, 5 seats plus. So not very unsettling. Will the Congress want it to be further consolidated? 120 plus, yes they would. And this would be also bucking a trend. It's after a long time that Karnataka is voting in clear majority, and that's what's is important. The BJP slipping down to 73 now. No way they're going to come back in contention irrespective of how many more rounds are left and whatever chances they talk. They have huge amount of introspection to do. What are the issues that did not work in their favor? But more importantly, the Congress proving that by keeping the issues local, they can challenge the BJP directly. They can fight this election, and if they can win Karnataka 224 seats and come back and fight like this, does that set a template for the other states that will go into the polls ahead of Lok Sabha 2024? And how does this place the Congress party overall? Of course, the local story right now in Karnataka is who is going to be Mukhyamantri. And there it's not just DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah. There is another person who's thrown in the hat. G. Parmeshwara has come out and said a Dalit should be the chief minister now. Ms. Tula.
Please find out how he's doing, from your colleague there, how he's doing in terms of his lead and etc. Because he has always maintained that Karnataka deserves a Dalit chief minister at this point. And there has been a huge Dalit consolidation and ST consolidation for the Congress in these elections, and therefore he feels that it's the right time to stake it.
You know, the buzz in Bangalore was that Mr. Parmeshwara is doing this at the behest of someone else. He's being sort of propped up by somebody else for this whole narrative of, the first Dalit chief minister of Karnataka. But look, I think...
No, but he said this before. So
yeah, he has. New. Even during the campaign, he said this.
No, even previous years.
Even before that.
He's been saying it for a long time, and he has been deputy chief minister under
correct.
Kumar Swamy.
Sorry. Rajiv Pratap Rudy of the BJP is with us. Rajiv Pratap Rudy ji, namaste. Not a good day for the BJP.
How do you do?
The Congress seems to be not just in pole position, but absolute majority in Karnataka.
Well, I've been going through all the channels, and it has been there. It looks like they have a marginal advantage. But I still, as a politician, as a representative of the BJP, would like to hold back for a few more hours. Having said that, most of you are talking in one direction. Of course, I appreciate that. But there are other channels also contemplating, and then we cannot write off JDS. We cannot write off BJP's better performance. So I'll prefer waiting than commenting, because.
But this lead is so far open, Rajiv ji. It's so far open. 118 seatons mein some wins confirmed for the Congress party already. The BJP is at 72 leads right now. Do you really believe that there can be a comeback possible with about 5 to 6 rounds more of counting to go?
You see, I've been contesting elections for a very long time. And that's why I always reserve my opinion. My excitement or my failures or my defeat, I do not come back to it as fast as most of you would be doing it. Because for you, it's of course a very exciting, for the viewers, of course, it's very exciting. It's like a match which has to end with few balls. But for me, it is always wait and watch, and then we conclude. And then we have things to say after that. So please excuse me as far as claiming a victory or claiming a defeat.
But looking at the trends, Rajiv Rudy ji, see rural Karnataka, core belt of Lingayats, and even the tribal dominated seats, all these are swinging towards the Congress party.
So I'm not talking...
कुछ तो अध्ययन करना होगा सर.
मैं अध्ययन करने के लिए यहाँ नहीं बैठा हूँ, और ये मैं बिल्कुल स्पष्ट रूप से आपको कह रहा हूँ कि मैं अध्ययन करने के लिए यहाँ नहीं बैठा हूँ. चुनाव हो चुके हैं, परिणाम आ जाएंगे 2 घंटे के बाद. आप प्रत्यक्ष रूप से मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा कि परिणाम क्या हुआ, नहीं हुआ और क्यों नहीं हुआ और क्या होना चाहिए था और क्या करना
But जो रुझान
चाहिए।
है
इस पर सभी विश्लेषण पर हम आ जाएंगे। But the point which you are saying is that you are asking me to admit defeat is what which.
No, I'm not
which
asking you to admit defeat. I'm looking at it and saying, is this
And
not
then you have the
below
entire
par for the
freedom.
BJP?
You have the entire freedom. You have the entire freedom to discuss and tell me that, look, watch out. It's dangerous ahead. I'm watching out. I'm listening to all of you. I've been listening to all the channels. And there has been ups and downs. Of course, I see on the figures which is rolling out on your screen.
Yeah.
You are 118, 18 BJP is 72. Others are 7. There is something with the JDS as well. So why can't we wait? And please carry on with your analysis of all the places which we have lost our victory. But we will wait and confine myself to the outcome, which will happen in about 2 hours from now.
Rajiv Pratap Rudy ji, I wanted to know, when we look at these numbers, even if it is not as per your expectations, 72, is there a sense that perhaps that gamble that the BJP went for, which worked in multiple states, including Gujarat, did not work here because you went in and changed 72 of your faces and went for newer faces? That could have, been played differently because several veterans actually quit and went, jumped the ship.
Well, that is a thing which I would love to discuss, and I would still say the elections were very localized. The state issues, the division of the voters, the rhetoric which was built up, we have to look into it. But I did see that it was a lot of polarization of a different kind, and there weren't any national issues involved as far as Karnataka was concerned. So it does happen in the states, and we have seen this happening in the states. When we talked about Gujarat, it was 100%, we would say, a nationalistic elections. And when we look at Karnataka, it was an election voiced at that point of time and that state. So there is a difference. And we are not seeing a national mandate for these elections. So that is one thing which actually has been obvious in this election.
But you would also admit,
this is my take on what you have
you would
said.
also admit, Rajiv ji, that the fact is that when parties are able to keep the issues local,
Yes.
the BJP finds it difficult, and the Congress now has a handle to show that by keeping the issue local, they can get the better of the BJP.
This could be a kind of analysis on your part, but we always want to make it a national campaign, and which of course is a larger and a more profiled campaign. But unfortunately, or the states do go for poised and pinpointed situations in the state, which we are seeing it. So every political party does have a strategy. I think Congress may have had a strategy, but at times it also doesn't work. And when local elections or the local politics aligns with the national politics, it becomes very different. And that is what I have been observing for a while.
Another lesson perhaps for the BJP, as Rohan Gupta of the Congress party joins us, is that when you claim a double-engine Sarkar, then both engines have to fire on full cylinders. So it can't just be the Prime Minister and the centre, the front engine. The rear engine also has to do well. Rajiv ji, would you agree? Rajiv Rudy ji, would you agree that when you claim a double-engine Sarkar, then both engines have to fire on full cylinders?
You're asking me?
Yes, yes.
You're asking me, Rudy here?
Yes, Rajiv Rudy ji, yes.
Yes, of course. And I think you have got you got it very correct. And then if there is a disconnect, because we have a huge momentum, as I can see, even I come from the state of Bihar. Despite all the changes which has happened politically in that state, we see a huge momentum when it comes to the Prime Minister. And I think the Prime Minister did extremely well in Karnataka. But maybe the rhetoric which was built up locally was far too strong for the national campaign, which could have been, because Karnataka we have seen has been a lot of BJP for a while now. So where was the miss? I will still not admit that there is a miss at this point of time, but this needs to be analyzed, and local politics did prevail. But I think the effect and the impact of Prime Minister and his visits and did work in a very big way. What you say that both the states and the center, where we have a national government and the state government as well,
Interestingly,
have to align itself
yes,
for a larger purpose and a larger victory.
Yes.
So that may have been a miss, But it would be too early to analyze it as of now.
Okay, Rohan Gupta of the Congress is also joining us. Rohan, the analysis certainly is, and as per the details that is coming in from our research team, that the Congress is actually sweeping the entire tribal-dominated seats. I mean, 10 of them are being swept by the Congress party. What do you think is working for the Congress in the state of Karnataka?
I have been in Karnataka for at least 45 years. One thing is very clear. BJP needs to understand that they cannot fight all the state elections like in Lok Sabha style. You have to localize them. You cannot have same rhetoric, same issue, insult of Modi ji and all. Because at the end of the day, you need to see what you have delivered to the state people in the state. See, you should not forget that BJP was in power in Karnataka for 5 years. For them, it was very easy. If they had worked on ground, it was very easy for them to communicate to people. I think one of your panelists was talking about one engine working and other engine not working. No, both the engines have worked against Karnataka, whether it is GST dues or injustice to Karnataka on many ways. I have been here. The local issues of 40% corruption by state government had penetrated in the minds of people where BJP could not do anything.
But more than your campaign of 40% corruption, was it also pro-Congress vote in terms of the 5 promises or 5 guarantees that you gave?
That was I was about to tell you that. At the same time, when people knew that it's a 40% corruption government, we ensured before 1 year that all our 5 guarantees, they penetrate well with the people. Okay, people are not happy with BJP, but what is the alternate? You cannot fight and win elections always on negative narrative. You have to give strong alternate to people of Karnataka. That's what we gave. We did press conferences of all our CMs there of the delivered scheme in their state. Suppose Gehlotji came, he spoke about what we delivered in Rajasthan. Chhattisgarh CM came, he spoke about Chhattisgarh. Himachal CM came, he told that he finished.
Is that what worked? We'll have to wait and watch. But clearly, the Congress seems to has the edge. Not just edge; it's touching that 120 number at this point. It's 119, so comfortably above the halfway mark and majority. Just one aspect, big news coming through. Rohan Gupta, one second. There's just an update that the BJP has lost the Hassan seat. JDS's Swaroop has won. That means this was a gateway into the Gowda bastion.
Between Revanna's wife and Kumaraswamy's candidate. Kumaraswamy's candidate, by the way, HP Swaroop, he's the guy who's won. The BJP was hoping to make inroads in this Hassan belt. But look at the JDS seats. I mean, this is Hassan, like I said, Swaroop has won by, I think, over 10,000 votes. Neighbouring constituency, Revanna's constituency, Hole Narsipur, he's currently leading there. Again, neighbouring constituency, Arkalgud, A. Manju is leading from the JDS. Krishnaraj Pet, H.T. Manju of the JDS is leading. C.N. Balkrishna of the JDS is leading from Shravan Belagola. So they've got 5 seats in this district where the JDS candidates have won. And I think the Hassan seat was a prestige fight. It was within the family, and it seems like Kumaraswamy's candidate has prevailed.
So Congress 120, we've got Shankarana of the JDS, and we also have Harish Upadhyay with that update. So yeah, just Harish, and then I'll bring it into the studio. Yes, Harish. So as Zaka was mentioning, clearly the BJP not able to win Hassan.
Absolutely. Remember, Pritam Gowda was their hope. In fact, when we spoke to Mr. Amit Shah also, he said they're hoping to increase the number of seats in Hassan, and Hassan city was their gateway for this Gowda bastion, but they've lost that seat. There was a fight within the family itself. Remember, Kumaraswamy was backing Swaroop, Revanna was backing his wife, saying that it should go to Bhavani Revanna there. Finally, Deve Gowda deciding that it will go to the local candidate Swaroop. Swaroop then getting the support of Kumaraswamy, and now he is likely to win this by around 8,000 votes, and that's a huge defeat for Pritam Gowda. Even Mr. Amit Shah had campaigned there. The BJP had excessively focused on Old Mysuru. Mandya and Hassan were 2 crucial regions, and both these places they haven't made any gains. In fact, they've lost the seat in
40 seats plus from 2018 for the Congress. In fact, more than 40 seats, because if they were down, they were defections, they lost ground, but they've made such phenomenal ground. Now it's 119, 120. That's where the leads are. Just bringing it back, Shankarana of the JDS also with us. So JDS also losing 11 seats, Shankarana ji. So 37 to now 26, and you will be sitting in opposition if these leads hold, if this status prevails.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We are still hopeful and will wait till 2 o'clock. We are still hopeful and will wait till 2 o'clock. But one thing I would like to say, if Congress again gets a simple majority and forms the government, the people of Karnataka have lost a golden opportunity to have a regional party of its own. Because again, Karnataka will be run by the people sitting in Delhi, be it Kalsa Banduri issue or the border issue. And not only that, who will be the Chief Minister of Karnataka will not be decided by the people, but nominated by the Congress as per their whims and fancies. That is the worry. That is the reason I wished.
No, but the Congress party fought these elections on a very local issues. It were the local leaders, Mr. Siddaramaiah, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, who were fighting the elections. It was not anybody from centre. Even Rahul Gandhi, when he went for that Bharat Jodo Yatra, it was ensuring that the two leaders come together. The push and pull was not so visible. So how can you say that this is some kind of imposition of outsiders on Karnataka?
If that was the case, why at the last moment, Congress, which said they will ban PFI when already PFI was banned, they also, like the BJP, tried to lure the Muslims and they tried to fool the Muslims. And
I just have an update. Sorry, I'm interrupting. In Kolar, surprisingly, the JDS seems to be doing well, including in Kolar city seat. Remember, Siddaramaiah was contemplating. He had in fact even announced publicly that he'll fight from Kolar. It's the JDS's CMR Srinath who's leading in Kolar. In neighbouring Srinivaspur, Venkatesh Reddy of the JDS leading. In Bangarpet, Mallesh Babu of the JDS leading. In Mulbagal, again, the JDS candidate there leading. So I think about 5 seats the JDS is leading in Kolar. And Kolar, I want to come back to Kolar for a moment because that entire thing around Rahul Gandhi started from Kolar. And he went to Kolar, he campaigned there, and he was advised to keep it to local issues. Don't talk about national issues. Don't talk about Adani and the controversy around the Modi surname. He kept it away from that. But the Kolar seat seems to now be going to the JDS. So I guess in hindsight, Siddaramaiah knew that standing from Kolar, and if he lost, like he lost last time, one seat he lost and the other seat he won. If that were to happen, that would be bad for him. So he decided not to contest from Kolar, and with good reason, because the JDS seems to have won quite a few seats in this Kolar district.
And so, Nisula, you wanted to come in and make a point.
No, I basically wanted to agree with the point that you made, which was that the Congress actually fought this election more like a regional party.
Regional party.
And they raised a lot of regional issues, including the milk cooperatives and, things like that. I think that at some point, the JDS will have to acknowledge that they did it better than them because the JDS started talking about regional parties and being a regional party, but the issues on which the Congress was able to create a lot of noise, JDS was not able to.
No, and this is something which is not going to be advantage BJP going into Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. Even as I want to throw and say who should be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, the Congress would now figure, those are straight fights. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, straight fights between BJP and Congress. 3 big states. The Congress has now figured this out, that as long as they keep the issue local and they don't allow it to be nationalized at all, they have an advantage along with the promises, the guarantees or the freebies which they would say, welfare promises which they come. So Nalin and Prakash Belwadi.
So those are the visuals coming in of D.K. Shivkumar actually watching the election results. Prakash ji?
Like Obama in the situation room.
Yeah.
What exactly is the situation here?
Now, would you want to see a Dalit CM or a Vokalika CM or a...
No, if it becomes 120 seats for the Congress and plus, he was saying, Shiv Kumar has been saying it will be 141 seats, remember,
Correct.
okay? So it may go up a lot more now, okay? So, but if it becomes that, it'll become more and more difficult for him to become the chief minister. Then what will the story be? See, the tribal seats winning I'm telling you, that's an issue I don't understand, because something happened with that reservation idea, the internal reservation and all that, and it has put off the ST votes. I can't make out what has happened.
So
It's a massive, 15 seats.
Full sweep.